Dreaming of becoming doctor, study MBBS at NMC and WHO recognized universities in Bangladesh, Nepal, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan and Timor-Leste at a fraction of the cost in India. From admissions and visas to education loans, Good Shepherd handles it all. Visit Good Shepherd Shillong today.
Habakren bat pen pawjing kershane ke government resolution benum shaklong uranium balawan ra do menteri rangba ke jelau konrad ke sangma ha ke sngi balai ke darbar sinrai jong yang darbar thau an ke jela ha ka arpendri trek naila arja arpendrio u dr mukul sangma mle na songsak ban nong yalam kalyang persha ulakin tu ye ke sarkar ban chimkhya bat Pynthikna bahagi Jaka badon umar po khendo amdei bandan ke bele akam Be-Aiñ unong yalam kalyang persha ulong ba ke sien jaman persha ke jingti uranium Unong yalam kalyang persha ulong bakasien jaman persha ekajing ti uranium kadai kajing ngap ekajing songkhya ki patba bat kumtaw la Kyntu ki MLA baro hagayeng banlong kaway halor ko resolution shu ulong babun ki try Jaka kim tip baki Jaka jongki ki don ya uranium kumta haban pin thu iki halor ki jingma ki bala ban mi.
Any members willing to participate? Yes, Dr. Mukul Sangma.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to submit in brief while appreciating the endeavor of the government to bring it to this August House, to get the unanimity of the members of this August House towards the direction as reflected in the intent of the proposed resolution. Mr. Speaker, sir, this issue has been, the overall proposed uranium mining in the state has been opposed tooth and nail by the people of the state. Ever since this proposal was embarked upon by Government of India, for whatever reason, we don't want to elaborate on that. And it has been very difficult to navigate for many of the government because of the pressure that was forthcoming to agree to this proposed mining of uranium. And we have seen many unfortunate incidents of misgiving, mistrust, lack of trust pertaining to this. And it became also a political tool for many political parties also. And many political parties obviously will weaponize anything that is connected with the sentiment of the people. And nevertheless, having said this, I'm also happy. I would like to put on record my sincere thanks to the then Government of India. When our illustrious late Prime Minister Manmohan Singh ji was in office, we took cognizance of the sentiments of the state, the people, and elaborately discussed it a number of times. Because even before I took charge in 2010, the pressure was so much. And being part of the government then, I could see and to be able to withstand. So I had to have quite a number of sittings, but there was a magnanimity from the side of the then Prime Minister. He personally was pursuing this. In fact, number of letters are all on record. How many letters used to come? But then with utmost sense of sincerity, when we articulate the sentiments of the people, keeping in mind various factors, these also have been factored in this resolution. The size of the state, the terrain, the environment, how we are considered as the state receiving the highest rainfall. So it has to be seen from genuine concern, not as, something which is being surrendered only because of the other reasons. It is not. It is a reality. In the state of Meghalaya, any mining of uranium can have serious impact on the overall well-being of our people without having to elaborate on the ramification on the health hazards. We all know. It's all well documented. And having said this, because Government of India today, I think with the advent of and an advancement of technology, many alternatives. That's a good thing. Our scientific community have come up with number of alternatives and number of technologies which can enable the nation to leverage upon those knowledge, technology, and also the other alternative minerals. Therefore, it is only befitting for me to place on record my sincere thanks to the then Government of India under the illustrious leadership of late Dr. Manmohan Singh ji, and we were never disturbed any further. And that particular, I must say, that understanding continued till now. And I think this is the right time, given the, considering the given situation at this moment, when there is that understanding, it is only appropriate to arrive at a collective decision, and therefore we would like to, with utmost sense of responsibility, support this resolution tabled by the government. And rightly, I would urge upon all the members to see that we show our unanimity and our connect with the sentiments of our people. It's not based on anything, any unfounded scare or other unscientific reason. It is a scientific reason. Therefore, I think we hope that the House will be adopting this resolution with unanimity, sending a strong message. And I would like to only put one rider, one very important rider. This rider is, again, based on the rich deposit. If you look at the deposits, and these deposits are all along, across the western part and eastern part, we have the detail of the deposits. And this crucial information about the deposit is very important for the government to put the people, the community, the landowners in the loop as to how we will utilize the land. Because with all these other mining activities, any area where we have the deposits, if people are not aware, then what can happen, we understand. There are many other areas which are already known to have the deposits, but the landowners don't know. That's the fact. Therefore, there will be quite a substantial amount of work to be done by the concerned department with a complete scientific application of knowledge and technology to take cognizance of those concerns and ensure that the landowners are aware of this fact, and based on that, how they should be guided scientifically, and how they should be, to that extent, help to have that kind of power of comprehension for appropriate and optimum utilization of their land resources in future. That should be kept in mind by the government, by the state government, as the onus of responsibility, Mr. Speaker, sir. Because otherwise, it will have, incidental challenge, which will ultimately have a serious ramification, and our people will be seen caught at an unguarded moment. So I think this exhaustive study that should be left to the government. I have only indicated as to how important it is to look at this angle, and also to protect those areas in a manner that other illegalities don't take place. Other illegalities. There has been instances where forces who would like to leverage upon these resources through all illegal means have looked at our state. It is on record and it is available as part of the inputs. And it comes as input again and again. Therefore, that particular concern also must be kept in mind by the government and put all necessary measures. We'll have to probably ramp up the capacity of the departments concerned. the authorities concerned who are assigned with this responsibility. So with this observation and sharing this concern, I once again say that, yes, we go forward, show the unanimity, and it is a good thing that our collective endeavor has prevailed upon the Honorable Supreme Court, which is reflected in the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court on the 3rd July 2019, where, in fact, there is an operational part where the Honorable Supreme Court has said, in view of the fact that the owners of the land also has the right over the minerals under the surface of the land, therefore, the contention of the state government to issue mining lease is not acceptable to this court. Please refer to that relevant para. I have referred to that para in this August House. And this also must apply in respect of all other minerals. You see, we are doing something which is actually not inconsistent with this judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court. Because this particular interpretation cannot be interpreted in isolation only for coal. Yes. Therefore, the right over the minerals under the surface of the land, whether it is stone, whether it is any other mineral, see, the things have to change. Therefore, when we know the truth of the ownership and our responsibility to pass on that power to the people, I think government has to be ready to see that we let go certain regulation which otherwise is contrary to the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court. So I believe, though I take this advantage to refer to, that Honorable Supreme Court judgment is the weapon, the anchor for all of us, even to adopt this resolution. Therefore, having said this, let us also ensure that the right which was taken away from the people is transferred back to the people. It's like a redemption. Let's give back what has been taken back, what has been taken from the people. And it will go a long way in creating that kind of enabling environment for the people of the state, for the owners of the land. Today, owners of the land, the Nokmas, the landowners seems to be so poor. Whereas they have the ownership over all these rich resources. Because by default, we have taken their power. That must be restored. Restoration of power must be part of the state. So I believe, and I have all reasons to have the trust and confidence on the government, that this particular issue also will be taken note of, and accordingly, appropriate decision is taken in sync with the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, which was passed on the 3rd of July 2019. And we give back the power to the people, which inadvertently, for whatever reasons, was taken at that point of time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. With these few words, I commend this resolution. I commend the endeavor of the government and extend my wholehearted support.
Habatin, page bahagi kishap, kashap plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataya kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut page ya kashap plus F hakajingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka iron la icon diat bada ka bathau bha kam kta ikadur jingki marbam kajing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki. Balehi banai kita. Kadon ka we kajing mentoy ba kongsan. Ka kot ka kia. Ka nutrition ba khambha kajing im ba khambha pendon kam daki marba modon ka sharp plus F menta kasni.
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.